What is the society of the spectacle? The society of the spectacle means that society makes a spectacle of itself, makes a living as a spectacle, and lives essentially by spectacles. This spectacularization is the result of the illusion that envelopes any merchandise. A merchandise is, of course, first and foremost an object with a purpose. But this characteristic, which one might think should be the only one, takes a back seat, because the merchandise, in order to sell itself, must above all be attractive. And this attractiveness is directly proportional to the amount of life that has been lost in the sphere of production. The mass of producers produces objects that are alien to it. The producer has neither conceived nor chosen what he produces, nor does he choose how he produces it. What he produces is therefore essentially foreign to him, and the gestures and thoughts that the production process requires of him are also foreign to him. So that the final product, the merchandise, faces him as a foreign object, but one that concentrates not so much labor time, but non-labor time. This mass of non-experience, in turn, necessarily produces the need for compensation. The merchandise that succeeds is therefore the merchant. The merchandise thus conveys, in addition to its use value, a promise of life. Every merchandise thus makes a spectacle of itself. On the one hand, through its image, which must be attractive, but more profoundly because it is objectively the materialization of lost time, which is now given as a life to be regained. The merchandise is thus the inverted image of non-life, and this is what makes its magic, in the illusionist sense. Merchandise accumulation thus produces a global mirage that is fundamentally neither the advertising decor nor representations of any kind, political, media, television, but much more essentially the very form in which the totality of social relations will be inscribed. The spectacle just asks us what place we are capable of occupying in this mirage. Simple passive spectacle, actor spectacle, or much rarer, and the places are much more expensive, featured spectacle. The featured spectacle is quite different. He is a spectacle who plays the role of the actor to whom the mirage has succeeded. He embodies the coincidence of image and action. He is the image that has come to life and gives us an example of it. It should be noted that the more spectacularly this image comes to life, the further the star actually moves away from real life, and will pay dearly, often economically but above all existentially, for the fact that he will sooner or later have to fall back into it. The show has no mercy on humans because they are its vampires, and it doesn't matter what the human cost is anyway, because the show must go on. Now for the basic spectacle, things are simpler. It's just a matter of knowing which mirage I have economic access to, which commodities will not dress my life, but will give life to my life. In the eyes of others, first of all, because the show represents itself first of all as a society, but also in my own eyes, because the spectator is engaged in an endless race to escape the awareness of his existential misery. And in order to do so, to achieve it, he must become an arrivist, a parvenu. Attained what? To embody the false satisfied conscience. In conclusion, we can see that it will not be as easy as all that to get out of the mirage. First of all, there is a vast desert to overcome.